guys, the Aurorius here. We're gonna play Isaac, The Binding of Isaac, Wrath of the Lamb today. I did actually make a video of this earlier, and it didn't turn out very well when it rendered. It removed most of the audio, but I did in fact, beat the game with Cain, and we're gonna run through as Cain again this time, even though you didn't see the last time that I went through. So this will be a first for everything. I'll try to explain most of the stuff again. As redundant as it is to me, it might not be the same to you. Well, the first time when I did this, it showed the controls, but since I got cursed at the labyrinth, it won't show the controls at all. How bad would that be if it, like, there's a new player and they're wondering what the hell to do? Anyway, you move with W, A, S, and D. You shoot with the arrow keys. Shoot in all four directions. You can shoot diagonally if you are moving while shooting, you know. Pretty useful. Space will use your spacebar item. Shift and or E will use bombs, and you try not to get exploded by those. You can use them for combat and blowing up doors or other things. At the top left is the map. We are in the white square. The squares adjacent to us are grayed out. The squares beyond those we can't see, so we don't know if there are squares there or not. And squares just represent the rooms. To the right of the map is our money, our bonds, and our keys in order. We don't have any keys. Oh, well, we have one key. Since we're Cain, we start out with a key. We don't have any money. We don't have any bombs, so we can't use anything like that. To the right of that is our tiers, which is basically how we attack. That's these things right here. Those can change. Instead of shooting blue tiers, we can shoot red tiers. Instead of shooting red tiers, we can shoot yellow tiers. Stuff like that. Each one has different properties. To the right of that is our space bar item. We don't have a space bar item, so we don't need to worry too much about that right now. But we will when we get one. To the right of that is our life. Cain starts with 2 lives. Other characters start with a different amount of lives. 2 lives is a decent amount, I would say. And as you can see earlier, we got the Curse of the Labyrinth. That basically means it's combining the first and second level together. There's nothing in this room but fire. We don't really need to worry too much about this room. The red fire shoots back at you. It kind of sucks. These guys pretty much just run towards you and explode if they get too close. They'll explode anyway if you shoot them. You have to be really careful not to get hit though, because it will take out a lot of life. That is an active block. Those spawn sometimes. They'll just drop down and explode, and pretty much that's all they do. These guys are headless. They're pretty much just going to walk around and shoot blood out of their necks. If you get hit by one, you'll take damage. Most of the time you're going to be taking half a heart of damage. Some enemies deal full heart of damage. You'll have to watch out for that. When you get to the later levels, every enemy does full heart of damage. In my last video, I got an item that made all of my... we'll use a key here. It made all of my damage that I took go to a half heart. I picked up the wafer, and it gave me damage resistance. This item, Stigmata, will just give us damage and health up. I think it gives other stuff up, but like your attack speed and shit like that. But I don't remember exactly. These spider guys that jump, these ones are a pain in the ass, I think, especially because, like, for some reason, they slide sometimes when they jump. Sometimes they'll just sit there, like, when they jump, they'll land and just plop down perfectly. Other times, they'll actually slide into you, and it's kind of annoying, so you can't really predict where they jump. Those ones are just as bad, I'd say. They just pretty much move in random directions. If they detect you, they'll move. If they don't detect you, they'll just sit there pretty much. We'll try not to use a key here. That is the shop. We don't have any money. We don't want to go to the shop. The room I was in earlier, where I picked up the Stigmata, that was an item room. And so most of the time, we're going to have to use keys to get into those item rooms. And they'll have a decent item for us, a decent upgrade. Sometimes passive, sometimes active. This rock right here that is slightly darker than the other rocks could potentially contain items, mostly temporary hearts, a damage up item, sometimes bombs and keys, stuff like that. But we can't do anything about it since we don't have any bombs. If we had bombs, I would also place a bomb here to try to get to that chest and potentially get more bombs and keys, similar things. We're not going to go to the right just yet. I want to go I want to make my way up some more and see what we can find up here. I was rather impressed with my last video. Like, I really liked it, but since the audio got removed when it rendered, and I couldn't fix that in any way, it kind of sucked. This is a decent item. We'll just use it right now. It was a Q item, and Q items are basically like, they're basically one-time use items. And that one was a card that, son of a bitch, I'm taking a lot of damage here. That card, basically doubles our keys, and if we have no keys, it gives us 2 keys. In my last video, I was doing so much better, early on. I didn't take any damage for the first 3 rooms, which was really impressive on my part. This time, I'm on the first floor. I've taken 3 hits, which is a heart and a half. Kind of really bad plays on my part. I think I could do better, so I'm going to try. I want to beat it again, mostly because beating it is just fantastic. First try, beating it was amazing for me. I just started to record, and I was like, well, maybe this will go good. Hopefully I won't die too early. And I ended up not dying at all, and beating the very last level, which was really impressive, I would say. Okay, so here's the heart. We can pick this up, and it'll just bring us up half the heart. So we can take another hit now. We don't want to. We don't want to take any hits ever. But if it happens, well, oh well. Can't really avoid it. Can't avoid damage most of the time. One of my favorite items. This is a trinket item. It's basically equipped to us, and it doubles how fast we fire. Now, if we can just get some tears upgrades. Another thing, since we are on the Curse of the Labyrinth, the 2 floors combined, there's gonna be there's gonna be 2 item rooms instead of 1. Okay, I hate these spiders. I absolutely hate them. Okay, well, we have to take this. This is a spacebar item. As much as I don't want to take it, we're going to, simply because we don't have a spacebar item. If I had any other character that had a spacebar item, I would just stick with what they started with. Okay, so we found the boss, and since we have so many keys, we might as well open this and get some money. Sometimes those can contain items, sometimes they contain spirit hearts or other things. We're gonna go ahead and use this because I don't want to fight this boss right now. We might go back to that tinted rock, that darker rock back there in that room way back there, simply because it could potentially contain hearts that can heal me up. We're fighting one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. This one's Famine. What I did in the beginning is I froze him with Mom's Bra. I used my spacebar item, and now it's deactive. And now we have half a heart. We can potentially die and end the video like boom. I don't want that to happen, and because I don't want to have to re-record. That would just piss me off. I've already recorded once, and I'm recording twice. I do not want to record a 3rd time. It would just ruin me. Let's see, I think it was down here. We really desperately need life, so we're going to try and get life from the tinted rock over here. I think there was a chest in here. We're not going to use our bomb on that, because if I use my bomb on that and end up wasting a bomb, getting nothing out of that whatsoever, well, that would suck. And we're pretty much guaranteed to get stuff out of the tinted rocks. 1 key. Well, fuck me. I guess we're going to die pretty soon. I really hate you, game, right now. Actually, maybe there's a heart in the shop. Maybe there's greed in the shop. If greed's in the shop, which is one of the 7 deadly sins, well, that would suck. Okay, we're safe. But we're gonna have to risk on this tarot card. It's a freaking, oh my. So we didn't get any hearts. What this tarot card does is turns our shots into homing shots for a room, and it makes us look kind of badass. This one I would really love to get. It's the 9 volt. Every time you use your spacebar item, like gets an additional 2 charges or something like that. I don't remember. It basically just recharges your spacebar item faster, slightly faster, which is really useful. I'd shoot the fire, but I don't want it. Hopefully we don't get hit on this boss. Hopefully it's not too difficult a boss. Those spider webs slow you down, as you can tell. I'm not lagging or anything. It's just I get slowed down by those spider webs. I don't know what item it is that is making it every room you walk in leave a puddle of piss on the ground. Now let's try not to die. Oh god, okay, I'm going to die. I can't beat this boss without taking one hit. It is guaranteed. 100% guaranteed. Maybe I can. I don't know. I'm gonna try, but I really have a hard time with this boss. I don't know his name, actually. I've never seen his name. I pretty much skip his name the whole time. Oh, yep, see, I died. Simple as that. And it dropped a heart. Well, we are definitely going to replay, because that was just bullshit. Okay, this time we didn't get Curse of the Labyrinth, so we're just gonna go ahead and go in the item room and see what we get. Kills heal. So Charm of the Vampire, whenever we kill things, it like has a chance to heal us, which is really good. This room I'd go into, but I only have 2 hearts, so I'm not gonna risk it. Basically, it's a sacrifice. Well, not a sacrifice room. It's, I don't remember what it's called, but you go in there, you take some damage going in the door and out of the door. But there's red chests in there that have a chance to drop demon items, the chance to drop nothing whatsoever, basically just a bunch of spiders risking more hits, which would be really bad. And then it can also drop like spirit hearts and stuff like that. Another key we'll get here. Those flies are not usually a problem. These ones, the red ones that glow, are like they're aggressive and they chase you down. Black ones don't do anything. Ones that are like fatter shoot at you. Let's see what boss we got. Monstro. Okay. Well, Monstro's not too bad. I'm fine fighting Monstro. I think this is a champion version of Monstro, and he is pretty much just gonna jump and shoot. If he wasn't a champion version, he'd actually leap into the air and try to smash us, but he's just gonna jump and shoot. And he shouldn't be too much of a problem because of that. He'll just take a while because he has a lot of HP. As you can see, my tears don't do too much damage right now. I'm Kane, so I do like what, 2 points of damage? I don't remember. One of my favorite characters though is Judas. Judas, he starts with a damage up item. It's an active ability, so you press space to use it, and you use it for that room. It's really amazing. I think it like increases your damage to near max or max, one of the two. Box. And then he starts with 4 points of damage, which no one else starts with. So he does hefty amounts of damage early on. A box, and we got the Polaroid from it. Okay, so we got a Spirit Heart, a key, we got a bomb, I think. We got this pill, and we got this tarot card. Well, let's see what the tarot card is first. Okay, Justice. So it's pretty much just going to give us one of most items. Oh, so hard. Okay, I'm really liking this. This pill, let's try health up. Okay. So we just got a lot of health from that boss. The Polaroid is a trinket. It allows us... Oh, you'll see if I make it there. But if we get to half a heart of health... I probably shouldn't skip these. I always do. If we get to half a heart of health, it gives us like 7 seconds of invincibility. I hate this room. Ah, what the fuck? I didn't even try to dodge either of those. I am retarded and couldn't think for 2 seconds. All I needed to do is dodge, and I couldn't. Oh well. I just don't want to get hit by spiders, because spiders are like impossible for me to dodge for some reason. I'm doing really terrible this recording. Bombs are key. Okay, well I'm fine with that. Bombs are slightly more valuable to me in higher numbers than keys are. I'd rather have 80 bombs than 80 keys, because I'm never going to use 80 keys. I might use 80 bombs. You never know. Maybe I decide to just bust through every room and blow up every enemy. Who knows? So what our priority is we're going to try to find the item room and then go straight to the boss. This room right here, it might have an item in it. It has a golden chest. I don't think that's worth it. I don't want to waste any of my keys. That's a mob trap room. You'll get whatever item is in there, and as soon as you do, it shuts the door on you, and it spawns 3 waves of enemies that you have to destroy before you can leave the room. If you die, well, obviously you can't leave the room. This is an arcade. Ooh, hello, Flat Penny. Flat Penny might be useful. I think I will stick with the Polaroid. We'll get the Flat Penny for now. We'll get the Polaroid later anyway. It's 100% guaranteed. I'm gonna shoot the red fire because I don't want to get shot at again and not dodge. Because the red fire shoots back at you, the yellow fire doesn't. Let's make our way into this item room. Oh, what do we got here? I have not got this item yet. Guppy's hairball. Yuck. I don't know what the hell it does. Looks like it kind of follows me, and I guess maybe it hits enemies. I could like spin around in a circle and it'll swing at enemies or something. I don't know. It looks kind of confusing. So what the Flat Penny does, I'm pretty sure, is whenever we pick up money, there's a 50% chance that a key will drop, which is rather high, so that'll allow us to rack up keys really easy, and if we make it to the last level, they'll come in handy like ridiculously. Okay, so we fought this guy already, you've seen him. Famine. He's one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Just gonna sit around on his horse there. He'll summon flies, and the flies will try to shoot at you. And he'll also do this if you're on the horizontal with him. He'll charge at you, and charging at you can destroy his own flies. So yeah, I just kind of sit up here and let him spawn the flies, and then I just dodge and shoot. Trying to shoot him horizontally risks you getting hit much more than that. Like, I'd probably get hit a lot more if I just let him charge. It'd be bad for me. So we're just gonna shoot at him and try to avoid his 3 shots. After you get him to half health, he loses his horse and starts shooting at you with his head. And we got a half heart out of it. The thing with the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, they always drop a cube of meat. So we always get a cube of meat. You can upgrade it 4 times, and you can actually get 2 cubes of meat. I just skipped it again. God damn it. Every time! Even in the last video that I tried to record. Isaac decided not to respond for a second there. Every time you get your cube of meat, it upgrades, and upgrading it changes how it works. Like right now, it's just going to spin around us and potentially block bullets. Most of the time it will. Sometimes it won't. But that just depends on where it is and where the bullet is. The second level, it shoots with us, so every time we shoot, it shoots as well. And the third time, it turns into a little meat boy that walks around and tries to destroy enemies. And I just sat there and let him kill me. I didn't die, but he still attacked me. The level 4 meat boy is much stronger. Much stronger. He deals so much more damage. There's an item in the game called the pincing shears or something like that. And what those do is it splits your body from your head and lets you fly for a room. And it also turns your body into a equivalent of a level 5 Meat Boy, which doesn't exist, but equivalent is still, you know, it still works out. I really need that. I did really bad that room, and it doesn't help that they didn't want to stand up. That was really annoying of a room simply because of that. These are gishes. They're pretty much like a, they're just gonna shoot at us diagonally, so as long as we're just only horizontal or vertical with them, they can't shoot at us. That was so bad though. I did really bad in this last room. This is also a Curse of the Labyrinth. Key, why not? We're gonna create a path by blowing up these rocks here. They'll land on top of the canyon type thing, I don't know, and create a path for us. It's really useful. We might go into that shop if we get 5 more cents. Most items in the shop are 15 cents. Sometimes they're on sale for 7 cents. You can actually get an item called the Steam Sale that makes all of the items from the shop, 7 cents instead of 15 cents, except for the ones that were already below 7 cents. Those ones just get split in half. It just makes everything half off. Really, really useful early on. Late levels, piece of shit. Doesn't help at all. That's fine. Okay, so there's our first item room. We gotta hit up both of those. We also gotta get our life back because I'm doing really, 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 really bad today. Like my first video, I did so damn well, but it's too bad you're never gonna see that because it just doesn't exist anymore. Because it didn't work. I'm sorry, but I was really discouraged too. That's probably why I'm doing so bad. It's just because I'm like, ugh, I don't even want to play Binding of Isaac. I don't want to have to record this, but I have to make up for it. I have to. It's just OCD. I don't have OCD, but so our kills healed us a little bit there. That's what that was. Who do we look like? We look like someone. I swear we look like someone. We're gonna blow these rocks up. We look like a famous actor. I don't know his name. I can't even think of what his. Maybe the Addams Family. Maybe that's my. Maybe we kind of look like him, just without the eye patch. The dad of the Addams Family. That's what I mean. Another heart, so we got partially healed there. These guys are just gonna chase us around the room, and when they die, they're gonna shoot in all 4 directions. A bunch of bullets. Easy to avoid most of the time. What we gotta find now, they're trying to corner us in here. What we're trying to find now is the second item room, so we can get our next upgrade. A lot of lag here. Let the processor process everything. I don't know what that was, but it seemed like not just the game was going slow, but my whole computer was going slow. Could be bad, but I'll check it out later. These guys are fistulas, the ones floating around here. They're, when we destroy those, they split into more fistulas, and once they're down to their lowest form, they're gonna turn into these maggots that'll charge at you. They have the black eyes, so the black-eyed maggots will just charge at you, and the white ones will just sit there. There are fatter maggots with black eyes. Those ones don't charge at you. They just shoot bullets in whatever direction they're looking at. Those ones aren't problematic at all. Another pill. Bombs are key, huh? Well, maybe we'll hold on to that for now. So, bombs and key swaps are bombs and keys. So, well, if I use it, we'll have 5 keys and 3 bombs instead of 5 bombs and 3 keys. But we don't have to worry too much about that. Not right now. So if we get 2 more cents, we'll make our way to the shop. And then we might use bombs or key. We might use bombs or key first, and then we'll have end up with 3 keys and 3 bombs. I'll show you how that works potentially, if it works out. Unless we come across more keys, then we don't have to. These spikes will deal foolhardy damage, so you gotta avoid the spikes. The spikes are way more deadly than most of the enemies. Rusted key. I don't remember what that does. So we'll just keep the flat penny for now. These flies are some of the fat flies. They're just going to chase us around though, and when they die, they're going to shoot in all 4 directions, like those floating heads. Well, there's that half heart we need. We're back to full health. I would prefer having like 8 bars of HP, or 8 heart containers right now, because I'm doing really bad. In my previous video, I had like 3 hearts the whole time. I started with Cain, you know, so I start with 2 hearts. I got an HP up, and then the rest of the video I had like 3 hearts, and then when I got to the very end, I only had like 5 hearts, and I just totally tore apart the place without taking barely any hits. I don't know how I did so good. Now these are those fat maggots I was talking about. They're just gonna shoot in the direction they're facing, no problem whatsoever. I still have no clue what this hairball does. So far, it's proven to be useless. I could be wrong. It could be one of the most amazing items in the game. I've never gotten it, so I have no clue. Maybe it'll deal damage if something gets close to us. I have no clue. So this darker, different colored form of these guys do a full heart of damage, but the darker one, oh crap. So we just took a full goddamn heart of damage. The darker one's a champion, and basically he has more health. Sometimes he does double damage. Most of the time he does double damage. But that one, I think he still just does a 1 heart. Oh, wow. Okay. So we just got a floor key. I don't know what it's really called. But the key, that key will just pretty much let us open any door, chest, or whatever for no key cost whatsoever on just this floor. Really, really, really useful. Another useful item for keys is the skeleton key. It gives you 99 keys, which is plenty for that throughout the whole game. Most of the time I get that though. I also get bombs and key in it. I'm getting 99 bombs. Those guys that shoot the flies, oh, these are the white maggots I was talking about that do nothing. Those guys that shoot the flies, they're like hives or something like that. They are just gonna walk around and mostly try to avoid us, but when you kill them, they'll explode into flies, and when they are alive, they'll just spit flies in the direction of us, and the flies might chase us. There's an item that makes all flies piece of crap. I'll show you this one because I don't want to be in this room. Those heads shoot at us. There's another champion version of the one that follows us. Basically what I just did is I planted a bomb near the door, and it wasn't a locked door, so this is a sacrifice room. I don't want to be on there though. It'll explode the door, and we can go through safely without having to worry about the enemies. We can't get any drops from that room, but still. The room I was just in was a sacrifice room. That room, these are leapers. That room, if we step on the spikes, it'll take away a full heart of damage, but it also has a chance to drop a potentially good item. But I don't want to risk it considering I only have 4 hearts. If I had like 12, I'd go ahead and just fucking do it. Okay. Keying a bomb out of that chest. Those leapers are similar to their brethren hoppers, where they just hop towards you and stuff. But those leapers actually jump high into the air and then land down and shoot bullets in 4 different directions. These are more of the heads that will try to shoot at you. They don't chase you at all. I don't think they explode into a hail of bullets. I think my cube of meat actually took that hit there, so I didn't have to. But I could be wrong. Doesn't matter. As long as I don't get hit, I don't really care what happens. But it seems like I'm getting hit most of the time in this video now. Item room should be really close. I'm surprised we haven't come across it yet. We have to kill something in this room quick, because this room could be a while. Mostly I want to get that turret, because the hives are no problem. Yeah, and the turret is actually going to hit me most of the time. And I don't want to get hit by the turret. I do not want to get hit at all, actually. Considering how bad I'm doing, if I'm getting hit this early like this, this is really bad. I'm not going to survive to the end. I would love to survive to the end again, like in the last video that you didn't see. It'd just be pretty fun. I don't know. Okay, so the turret died. I'd get that if I could, but I can't cross gaps, and I don't want to have to step on the spikes to try to potentially get it. Here's a red version, a champion version of one of these maggots that'll hunt us down. Guppy's hairball gets bigger if it kills something, I guess. I don't know. I just watched it kill something and grow in size. Maybe I can, like, yeah, check that out. That's kind of cool. This is a spirit heart. It's a temporary heart. It'll only keep us a heart for until we get hit, pretty much. So, like that. And you see how that went down? It can't be regenerated. I'm just going to try to swing Guppy's hairball around here and take damage by a fucking fly. That is pathetic. That is really, really pathetic. I'm doing really, really bad today, and I don't know why, and I apologize. I would really love to get to the higher levels, but I don't think that's going to happen. It just discourages me too. It makes me want to play something else. But I'll keep playing this until I'm done, at least. I had another recording earlier, but I'm not too concerned about that recording as I am about this one. It also didn't render properly, and it's one of my Doom Let's Plays. It's similar to this game, kinda, in the fact that it's roguelike. But that roguelike Let's Play, it didn't render properly, but it won't be too hard to fix considering I suck at that game anyway, so it's pretty much just gonna be the same. 2 champion versions of these maggots. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. We're gonna place a bomb and use a bomb for combat, see how many of these guys we take out with an explosion. Just 2, that's fine. Kinda wanted to get through this room faster, kinda wanted to get through this floor faster, but that's okay. Looks like he dropped a chest containing a key and a penny, so we actually will go to the shop now, especially because it's not going to cost us a key. We picked up, walked right into that. Picked up, I don't remember what we picked up, I completely forgot. My mind just went blank. Speedball. Speed plus shot speed plus something else. So, if we had that cancer item that I had earlier in the last playthrough, this would be really fun, because we'd just be shooting like a machine gun. Yeah, it'd be pretty crazy. I don't know. Hold on. Had to pop my thumb right there. It just like was cringing up, so I just had to, you know. I'm sure you understand, because I most certainly don't. I mean, look at my eyeballs. Does it look like I give a fuck? I am actually open to do challenge runs for Binding of Isaac. If you guys have any challenge runs you want me to do, I am willing to do them, simply because I like the Binding of Isaac. Here's one of the 7 deadly sins. This is greed. He's gonna steal our money if he hits us, but if we kill him, well, we'll steal his money. Not like it's gonna be worth much to him, because he'll be dead anyway. He shouldn't be too much of a problem. Those are those hoppers that are relatives of the leapers I was talking about earlier. These ones aren't gonna leap super high in the sky, they're just gonna hop around. No problem whatsoever. Our cube of meat saved our ass there. I am thankful for it. Here's a bunch of money. So we're not gonna be able to buy anything this floor, which is really bad considering this is Curse of the Labyrinth, and we're not gonna get another shop after the next 2 levels. We would get 3 more shops if this wasn't Curse of the Labyrinth, but unfortunately, no more shops ever. Really bad. We'll go ahead and use bombs and key because I'm fine with 8 keys and fine having 11 bombs. That'll keep us going throughout the rest of the game. Chad, okay. So this is a really good boss fight. First on. He's really easy. He acts like a Dodongo. He's similar to one of the other bosses called Chub, except for the fact that he's red and he spits out those flies instead of spitting out maggots. Those flies shouldn't be too much of a problem either. Let's see if we can get him to run into our bomb here. Yep. And that just took out a chunk of his health. Since he acts like a Dodongo, we can drop a bomb and he'll eat it like that. And it'll actually do blast damage to him and everyone else around. It's really nice. I kind of like that effect. Just use one bomb, that should finish him off. And we have to get this fly, and we're good to move on to the next boss of the floor. When we're on Curse of the Labyrinth, we have to fight 2 bosses instead of 1. And now Chad always drops Little Chad, and Little Chad every couple rooms gives us half a heart. Really useful item. Some people would probably disagree, but I like it. This is one of my least favorite bosses, Peep. He's not too much a problem as one of his relatives, his cousins are. Bloat. Bloat is pretty much Peep, except for with lasers instead of instead of actually nothing, he just Bloat gets lasers, and it's fucked up. Bloat's puddle is also much bigger than Peeps. That little creep that was on the ground that was yellow, that'll damage us, but Bloat's is much bigger, much harder to avoid. When we get him down to 66% health, he spits out his eyeball. When we get him down to 33% health, he spits out his other eyeball. Those eyeballs are invincible and will pretty much just float around the room the whole time and try to hit us. Not really try to hit us, but if we run into it, well, we got hit. Peep shouldn't be too much a problem. I would much rather fight Peep than I would fight Bloat right now. Bloat would be much more of a problem. Pretty much the pattern that I've noticed would be good is to just sit like about right here, but if you move up slightly, Bloat will hit you with his lasers. If you move below Bloat, he'll hit you with his lasers. And we just walked into that eyeball. I saw it and I was just not thinking there, otherwise I probably could have avoided it. I would try to get close to Peep and let my hairball do some damage. Maybe we can. Let's try to avoid these shots he's doing. If we can get our hairball to hit him just like one time, that'd be kind of cool. Let's just try to spin it around here. Those rocks are in the way, otherwise I could totally do it. Well, he's almost dead anyway, so let's see what he drops here. Hopefully something good, like a damage up, because we desperately need a damage up. Nope. Okay, well, we got an HP up, so that's one more heart. Still haven't seen any devil runes or angel runes. No problem, though. Don't have to worry about that. We're on the depths one, and I decided not to skip this time because I remembered. Oh, that sucks. Anyway. After these next two levels, what if we can make it that far? Another Curse of the Labyrinth? Are you serious? So after this next floor, level, whatever, we will actually just try to make our way straight to the boss, because there will be no such thing as an item. These black flies, well, this one's green, but black flies are bomb flies that'll explode after you kill them. And they do a poop ton of damage most of the time, I think. So he's priority right now. I guess technically the priority should probably be these nubs, because these nubs will shoot hails and hails of bullets at us if we aren't careful. But I think we'll be okay, as long as we can get this guy right there. Okay, we're good. Now let's try to get these nubs. Okay, so there's a nub down, and just take out the rest of the enemies in any order. No problem whatsoever. I just really hope these hives stop spitting flies so that I could actually hit them and not their flies. Just makes the room take longer when they put those flies out there. I don't know how many flies they can spawn until they can't spawn flies anymore. Maybe they just produce them or something, and it doesn't take very long to produce a fly, right? I mean, look how small they are. Get this nub now. And we just, we're left with one hive. Shouldn't be too much of a problem anymore. As long as he wants to get hit. Take out these last flies, and that should open the door. Alright. That red chest, I kind of want it. And these are leapers, again. Could be problematic, but I think we'll be okay. You just kind of want to get in their blind spot. Like, you'll see them jump, and as soon as they jump, you want to move diagonal to where they're going to land. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get out of there. So those were some more bombs that were active. I accidentally used a key, but I got a key out of it, so it's okay. Those bombs will just blow up on us, blow up wherever they land after a couple seconds. These are knights. They are really, really bad enemies to fight. I hate them. They're not as bad as the other ones. Basically, they're immune to anything unless you're hitting them on the back of the head. They have some sort of AI system that's kind of cool, though. It just basically makes... They move around randomly, but they also might target you if you get close. I don't know if it's, like, works that way exactly. And then, if you hit them in the face, it freezes their AI for a second, and they just run straight into the wall. So you can shoot them in the face, run around, and try to nail them in the back of the head. If they run into each other, it counts We'll use a bomb, because bombs tend to be decent on these guys. If they'll actually get hit by them and me not. Okay, got the last two with just that single bomb. Pick up another bomb out of it. Let's see what we got. This tarot card is the Hermit. Hermit takes us to the shop, I think? Yep, it did. And another greed. Well, looks like we're never going to the shop. Ever. That sucks. And he spawned a hopper on top of us. That's not even cool. That's so unfair. They shouldn't do that. They should spawn away from you no matter what. If you could spawn it on us, that's just bull. So we'll get some money out of this. Looks like we will get almost to full health. We're gonna get a lot of keys out of this because we have the flat penny. And 50% chance after you pick up a cent to, you know, get a key out of it. These are like mama intestines or something like that. Basically when we shoot this one, instead of him just like jumping around and spitting out bullets like that, he's gonna shoot down, lay down 2 of himself, except for the like smaller versions. And they're not gonna shoot at us, they're gonna move around and lay down a creep of blood that'll damage us if we touch it. If you can fly, you can avoid every single creep in the game. So you don't have to worry if you can fly. Yeah, that's the creep there. Trying to get hit by that. It fades after a while though. No worries. Another key that we don't need anymore. Health up. We'll definitely take that. So now we're up to 6 hearts. Most of it is missing. The rest of it is there, but that's okay. We'll try to restore it as soon as we can. Don't want to walk on the creep. These things are immune to damage. We can't damage them. They're just heads that'll shoot at us. Which we got our Keel's Heel to help us out there. We got a nickel and another key. Surprised we didn't get another key. We don't need this flat penny anymore. We'll take whatever, because we are fresh. I don't know. We're good on keys. I don't give a fuck. We'll be good on keys the rest of the game. Even if we run into like 8 boxes of golden chests, 8 rooms of golden chests, we'll have plenty of keys. 6 keys is like fine. I can go through the rest of this game with 6 keys. We're gonna try to find the item room now. There it is. What do you know? These are guts. They're just gonna roll around, and they just pretty much stay on whatever linear path they're set on. Not linear, I guess, but whatever path. The spikes will go around, and they get destroyed after you kill everything in the room. Oh, so you got a spacebar item, the bean. It's alright. It basically just farts on enemies. It does poison damage. There are other spikes that are blue. They don't go away after you destroy the enemies, but they'll fly towards you if they are on a linear path with you. And those ones are terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. I hate them. We have enough keys, we might as well just get this heart. Not worrying too much about that. We have Curse of the Labyrinth, but I don't know if this is the XL, the combined floors. Since it's only the depths one, we'll go ahead and use this. You'll see how much damage this Larry Jr. boss will take by us doing that bean attack on him. Another key out of it. That's okay. Let's go down first and clear out all the terminals. See what we get down here. We're definitely using a bomb to get those 3 bombs. Basically, we got a net gain of 2. These are the knights I hate. These ones, looks like Guppy's hairball kicks these things' ass. That's good. We'll go ahead and far on him. That'll probably kick his ass. Yep, there we go. Guppy's hairball, I think, took him out. I don't remember what I was talking about. So I'm just gonna go on with this sentence. The bean that we have is actually usable every single room, and we are definitely getting that chest over there. Oh my. Yes, 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 and more yes. This is pretty much the item I needed all game. This trinket will give us a chance every room to drop more hearts, and considering how much damage I'm taking, that is really good. Really, really good. I have not gotten a single damage up though. I am surprised on that, and that's okay. It just means everything is going to take a million fucking years to kill. We're going to go forward on this one. And he'll take some poison damage. Should kill him, and it did, so that's good. I was trying to avoid that, but I didn't do it. I didn't do a very good job at all in avoiding that. I hate these fetuses things. I don't know what they are. Feti? Whatever. They are like impossible to avoid. We'll use a key to get to this chest. Another half heart, that's fine. I don't know why they're impossible to avoid for me. They just are. They teleport, and that's the most annoying thing. And there's actually, no, the most annoying thing is their scream. I hate their scream. I absolutely dread it. We'll fart on him. Pretty much should be using the bean every room. Otherwise, I'd just be wasting it since it's usable every room anyway. We're gonna chase down this guts and kill him. Die! Okay. Bomb there we don't want to get. Can't get anyway. Tinted rock. Haven't seen one of those in a while. These are basically like those headless bodies combined with those things that shoot at you, the heads that shoot at you. After a while, their heads will separate. Mostly if you just like destroy their body or something, the heads will separate, or like the body will separate. Something will separate. Either way, the heads shoot at you, the bodies just walk around. I would rather destroy the heads first, because the heads are more dangerous. I don't really particularly like when their heads are on their bodies, because it just kind of sucks. They're really pain in the ass. They're a pain in the ass type of monster to fight. If there's a little Chad dropping us a heart. If you are in a closed area, not one like this, but like a bunch of paths where there's only one way to go, really sucks. Oh, my bad. I touched the mic. At the top left, I should probably talk about this room. At the top left is a sword with a hint of blood on it. That is a mob trap room. That is a boss mob trap room. You have to have one heart to go in there, and it only spawns bosses, but it usually has better items, I think. We'll just go ahead and fart on them and take damage while we're at it. Usually has better items, I think, than the regular mob trap rooms, but that's just my opinion. Okay, go ahead and fart on these guys here too. Poison should just take care of them as well, but I'm going to shoot at them just to make it quicker. Yep, alright, there we go. Can't pick up that half heart though. Would be useful to pick up if we could pick it up, but we can't, so it's not useful at all. The green heads that are invincible shoot bombs that can damage the enemies, which is amazing. We're pretty much just going to try to use him to take out this leaper like we did the other three. And it looks like it's going to happen. Maybe not. Almost did, but the leaper decided to leave. And then make our way up. We're trying to see if there is indeed a second room, second item, so we can get our next item. If there isn't, well, son of a bitch, that sucks, right? But oh well. We will use a bomb to get to that chest, mostly because I have a poop ton of bombs. It gave us a key. Maybe not worth it then. If it gave us like 3 bombs, I'd be okay with that. Let's fart on him, and we'll shoot this one right here. These laser guys are easy to avoid. I hate their counterpart, their cousin, their twin, their brothers, I don't know. I hate the ones that shoot the little maggot type things at you. Those ones are terrible. Because rather than just a straight laser that's really easy to avoid, they shoot something that like chases you down and then chews through your fucking body and eats your heart. And does a full heart of damage, which is rather wild. We got hit by a laser. Try to sit here where we can't get hit. That poison should take care of him. I walked in the same laser by the same guy. That's okay though. No problem whatsoever. I really do like The Binding of Isaac though. It's a really good game, I would say. Definitely one of my favorite indie games. In fact, maybe one of my favorite games of all time. Just take 3 hearts of almost 3 hearts of damage. Go back to 4 health though, so that's okay. There's a bunch of hearts sitting around, so I don't feel too bad about getting hit anymore, because there's just so many hearts sitting around the rooms. Oh man, I just got really tired for no reason. Try to breathe here. Breathing usually helps with staying alive, right? Most of the time. So there's one Champion Larry Jr. dead, and one Guts dead. Just need to... Yeah, okay, so there is an item room. So we're going to be fighting 2 bosses here. One of them is the main boss of the game. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, though. It's not the last boss of the game, but is one of the main bosses of the game. And that boss has a 100% chance to drop a Polaroid after you've beaten the game several times. Let's see what we got. I will take that. Speed and range up. Fine with that. Now we look fucked up. We're on drugs now. Let's go up. Nothing's up here, so let's just blow our way out, I suppose. The thing with those red flies that are shooting 2 shots, if you stand still, they can't hit you. It's impossible for them to hit you if you stand still. I would go to that. Can't even. I'm moving too fast. Hard to get through the door. I would go to that fortune telling thing, whatever it is, and use it since I have 43 cents and I'm not going to use it anywhere else. However, I don't want to fucking take damage and walk through the spikes. Can't get that key, so we don't have to worry about it. Full on health, so we don't have to worry about these hearts. Keep making our way over to the place where we haven't been yet, the boss room. We will go here simply because, who knows, maybe this will drop some shit that we want. We don't want pennies, we don't want $1, we don't want anything. Just give us Pretty Fly. We don't need a key. Pretty Fly is an item that, that's not Pretty Fly. That's close to Pretty Fly, though. Is an item that has a fly. It's similar to the cube of meat. It has a fly that floats around your head with the cube of meat and protects you from bullet damage, potentially. I think it's rather useful if you have like 3 of them. Then you're like almost invincible for bullets. Almost, not quite, but almost. Still not a Pretty Fly, man. You're doing me out. You're not helping me out here. Come on. I'm trying to combine sentences, make other sentences that don't make any sense. Oh, we got a Pretty Fly. All right, I'm happy with this. Maybe we can get another one. But like for example, though, like what if you want to think instead of asking a girl if she'll go out with you, what if you said, "Will you go in with me?" Well, that wouldn't make any sense, right? It's because you're combining the sentences. I don't know what the other sentence was. Well, we don't need $1, but now we have 99 cents that we can do nothing with. Doing really well on money right now, I think. Oh, there's an arcade, so I don't feel too bad about it. I can show you the arcade, and we can spend a full hour in there if we wanted to. Going kind of slow, but that just kind of makes sense anyway. Usually when you're on the higher levels, sometimes it'll slow down, especially if you're recording. It just tends to happen. This game takes surprisingly a lot of processing power. Oh, wow. That was really bad. I walked straight into the fire. It's stationary, and I walked into it and took damage. It's just like... Oh, okay, so I will get to show you the, this thing. We can potentially get a really good item out of that, blood bank over here. This is a blood bank. Oh, red patch. I don't remember what the red patch does. All I know is it's pretty damn good. Don't know if it's better than the child's heart, but we'll just keep, paying this fortune thing. Left hand, I do like the left hand. Now we can actually play the blood bank. It takes away our hearts, gives us money, but it also has potential to drop another item that is really good. We'll go ahead and play that so we can get our full money's worth. Even though we didn't. Left hand accidentally picked that up. Accidentally picks up the child's heart again. I don't care. I think we'll go with the left hand right now until we fight the boss. Fuck! Ugh, this is terrible. I hate when it does this. I don't like this type of fortune-telling thing. It puts all the trinkets down, and you can't play it anymore. 2 of Hearts is really good. That's a good card. The Stars. I don't remember what that does. I think it teleports us, but I'm not going to use that. So we're just going to try to keep the 2 of Hearts. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I keep forgetting. Mostly because I'm talking so fast, and I just woke up. Not too long ago. Like, I woke up and started recording this. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, we are definitely taking cancer. Fuck you, child's heart. It's fucked up, though. I will blow these guys up pretty soon. You can blow them up. Oh, hey, we might get some more plays on the blood bank. Alright, so we did get a full 2 plays. I can actually show you a pretty cool trick here, though, too. We'll show you the 2 of Hearts. It's a really good card. That's what I was talking about. 2 of Hearts. It doubles your life. It only heals you, but it doubles your life when you use it. So if I have 3 hearts, it'll give me 6. So I can get 2 more free plays on this. Nickel. Okay. Oh, and I don't even need to. I would show you the 2 of Hearts, but we're going to take this instead because it gives us an HP up and gives us full health. And now we don't need any of you. We're just going to blow you up. And we're going to blow up 2. Almost. Okay, because we want cancer. We don't want anything else. We want to try to keep cancer. See if we can get out of this room without picking anything up. Alright, we're good. We can keep 2 of Hearts in case we get low. I think we'll be okay now. We're definitely using the bean on this guy. And that should fuck him up. That should kick his ass right there. And yes, it did. Indeed it did. Get another Spirit Heart out of this. That's another temporary heart. We're doing a lot better on life now. I feel relatively safe. Let's try to get in the door and fight the first boss. Been recording for almost an hour. That's pretty good. Loki, one of my favorite bosses to fight. Relatively easy. You son of a bitch. I'm just gonna blow those rocks up. Hey! Ended up getting him. Didn't blow up the rocks I wanted to, but that's okay. He just, he'll move up and down while these spikes go around us. He'll summon bonflies that'll explode, and he'll shoot like, 4 shots. Horizontally, diagonally, then horizontally. Well, horizontally and vertically, and then diagonally, and then horizontally and vertically. Those are all of his attacks. Really easy to avoid. Just stay horizontal with him, and you should be okay most of the time. And then when he shoots at you, just move slightly up, and then slightly back, then slightly up, and then slightly back. Not too hard. Just gotta avoid the bombfly and the spikes, and you'll be okay. I mean, obviously, don't run into Loki, though. Just take out this bombfly, and that's the room. We'll fight the next boss. One of the main bosses in the game, Mom. Hell yes! We just got the pentagram. Increases our damage by, like, what, 25%? Something like that. I don't remember. Either way, it's a damage up. I don't care what it is. Isaac! As long as it's a damage up. We'll fart on Mom's eye right here. Sounds really nasty. I hope that you realize everyone farts on their mother's eyeball. Eventually. This is a champion version of Mom, though. It's not a normal version. So actually what she's going to do most of the time is stomp on us like this. You'll see a big shadow come down, and then she'll, like, grunt. And I'll walk right into it like that. And her eyeball will come out and shoot 3 shots at you. You just got to avoid the eyeball and the foot, and you're okay. In the non-champion version of Mom, she'll actually spawn enemies, and you have to take out the enemies while taking her out as well. Or at least avoid the enemies. It makes it a little difficult of a fight. I think the champion version is much easier. Because mostly all she does is just fucking stomp. So easy. Look at this. She actually has another ability. If you get too close to the doors, it has a chance to trigger. And basically all it does is throws her hand out at you and tries to pick you up and grab you and throw you. And I had my, while I was describing that, I had my hand off of the keyboard for some reason. And I just sat there. I couldn't do anything about it. My bad. Probably not a good idea, but that's okay. Okay, so, here is our, I don't know what that's called, Soul Heart. Let everything render so it stops lagging. We got a Soul Heart here, or some shit like that, an Angelic Heart, I don't know what it's called. Either way, it's a white heart. If you get another one, it gives you another red heart container. If you go down to the next floor with it, it'll give you another red heart container. So pretty much we got an HP up, speed shot up, so a faster fire rate. With this cancer, that's really good. But we're going to take the Polaroid because we want to try to get to the chest. You can notice that we shoot relatively slower, but that's okay. Yeah, cancer like doubles your attack rate, I think, or multiplies it by 1.5 or some shit like that. Not too bad. There is actually no item rooms or shops now. There's our next heart. So we have to find the boss as fast as possible, especially because everything on this floor does a full heart of damage. And we don't want to take a full heart of damage at all. We don't want to take any damage at all. If we got the wafer, I wouldn't mind, because we would only take half a heart of damage anyway. We don't have Child's Heart anymore either, so we're not going to be seeing as many hearts. And I am doing really bad at dodging these things. I still haven't taken this guy out, surprisingly. He needed to die a long time ago. And I just walked right into that. Try to poison as many enemies as we can. We still have the 2 of hearts though, so we don't have to worry too much. I don't think those skull guys, the skull turrets, can take damage when they are sitting down like that. I mean poison damage. They obviously can't take damage, but they can't take poison damage, I think, as well. Telepills. Well, what a waste. So, it's a good thing we have Chad, though. We're still gonna get half a heart every once in a while. These guys aren't no problem. They're just gonna jump at us and shoot in the diagonal directions when they land. And they'll also sometimes shoot explosives at us, easy to avoid. It's only 1 bullet, so not too much of a problem. I am not too worried about my chances right now. I actually feel really decent about my chances. If we don't take too many hits and we can keep this 2 of hearts for as long as possible, then we'll be okay. I'm just gonna blow my way out of these rooms, out of this room, because I don't want to deal with teleporting fetuses and a meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. We'll use a bomb to get these 2 bombs. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Surprised we haven't seen too many spirit hearts. This is an easy room most of the time. What you want to do is you just take out these turrets first, and then just go over here and let the spikes take care of yourself. You shoot with yourself. That's basically just a copy of you. Not too much of a problem. Go ahead and poison all these guys. Walk into their damage. And we get a half heart, 2 half hearts out of it, so not too worried about that. Pretty much just healed ourselves past all that damage. We know the boss isn't down, we know the boss isn't bottom left. Let's go top left. Nothing here, so explore our way out of this. There's guts, and then there's these leeches that'll fly towards you really fast. Don't like them too much, but they're not as bad as the ones that are like bomb leeches. There are bomb leeches. These guys are pain in the ass. They're like warts. The bomb leeches, I don't know the real name. I don't know these guys' real name anyway. Or either. Anyway, what am I talking about? Smoking something. I swear. It wasn't me, officer. It was my sister. Another blackout there. Couldn't think for a second. I do a lot worse thinking when I just woke up compared to when I've been awake for a while. Guess I've been awake for about an hour since I've been recording. That's okay though. We'll just walk into some damage and not have to worry about this. I don't remember what to talk about. Oh yeah, I don't remember the names of any of the enemies in the game practically. I'm surprised I did not get hit there. Thank you, Cuba Meat. Please get hit. Not me, but that guy. Don't want to have to deal with this shit. 8 bombs, might as well. Gives us another hit that we can take before we die. And we don't want to get hit at all. We're gonna blow our way out of this room because you saw how long the last one took. It consisted of the same type of guys. So what just happened there was we found a tinted rock, one of those darker rocks, blue rock. I don't know what it's called, but those are actually hard as shit to find in this level because they are the same color as the other rocks. I think they're supposed to have like an X around them as well somewhere. I don't know. It's hard to distinguish for me. Let's go ahead and poison that guy. He should drop relatively quickly. We'll try to get this guy right here now. Alright, so we got 3 of them. Didn't even have to try on one. And move on. Without walking into the wall here. Go ahead and poison this guy. This is Chub right here. We fought a Chad earlier. Let's see if maybe that bomb will, yes it will. Bomb did quite a bit of damage. Chub is almost dead. As you can tell, we fought a Chad earlier. Go back to full health. And Chad is the other version of Chub, the ultimate version. Chad always drops little Chad, this guy that's giving us these hearts here. Chub just drops regular items in the regular item pool. So I'm really surprised we have not seen a devil room if anything, we should have seen a devil room. So what was in the center that we just killed was a eye laser, and those things are a pain in the ass, especially when there's two of them, because they shoot extremely fast, do a heart of damage, all that stuff. Oh, this is a bad room. If there's two eye lasers in a room, it's a bad room. Okay, there's one. Want to try to avoid his shots. Alright, we're good. Feel safe now. Out of Spirit Hearts. We found the boss, so we're going to move on. We got Skull-X. One of the easier bosses in the game, for sure. And bam. Just poison in there. And the poison damage should do a lot to Skull-X. He can only be hit on his tail, though. So you have to watch out for that. If you can land a bomb on Skull-X, it's kind of difficult to do. But if you can land one, it's amazing. It is amazing how well it works. It like instantly kills him, because Skull-X takes a lot of damage. Not like a lot of damage, as in it takes a while to kill him. It's really hard to land bombs on him though, as you can tell. But he dies extremely fast. He has like the lowest HP out of all the bosses, I think. So his attacks, he'll just jump at us, he'll stick his tail up and then shoot at us. And then he'll stick his head up and shoot at us with explosives. He can only take damage on his tail, remember that much. So once you hit his tail though, it does a lot of damage. It doesn't look like we're doing a lot of damage right now, but that's because when he has his tail actually sticking up like normal, it doesn't do as much damage. I don't know why, but it just does. Probably for balance issues. Got 2 half hearts going back to full health. Mom's coin burst. Lots of pills, basically. Bad gas. So that makes this one the same thing. Thing about pills is a pill, if you get a pill of one color, the rest of the pills for that playthrough will also be the pills. Speed up, so this is speed up as well. And then this is bad gas. We don't want bad gas. We'll just use that right now. We pretty much have the beam. That's another bad gas. So 2 of hearts. Keep the 2 of hearts. Potential to heal us to full. Every time you play through, the pills are different based on their color. So if the color of the pills are like a red pill, and you pick up that red pill and use it, the rest of the red pills for your playthrough that time will always be that pill. And it's actually kind of nice the way they do that. Still randomized though. The next time you play through, the red pill might be a speed up instead of what it was before. Who knows what it was before, but Mama Guts, these things are similar to Mama Intestines. They'll split into 2 of themselves, like weaker forms in a way. And the second this one splits, just gonna go ahead and use that gas right there. Use the beam. Now we want to we want to try to find the boss as fast as possible. Can't even speak English anymore. Having a hard time. It's my native language. The reason we want to find the boss as fast as possible is because there is no item room on this level. And if we find the boss, that just means, well, we take less damage, potentially, by going into less rooms. And that was a really bad use of that. I didn't mean to use it that way. Let's try to get this champion version first. Probably a good idea to get the creep guy first, maybe. Mostly because the creep guy will actually cut off how many ways we can move around the level. Yeah, man, that was one of the first times I got hit by that. Well, we got a half heart out of it, so I don't feel too bad. Let's keep making our way to the right. Nothing here. These are wart guys. We don't want to deal with them, so we're just gonna move on. Yeah, heals. So we got a half heart out of that just by blowing up a guy by accident. We'll go ahead and take this level on. Mostly because it's just one guy. We'll use the bean on him first so he drops faster so I can kill the other things faster. Alright, there's a chest in here, so bunch of money we can't use, especially because we already have 99 cents. What a waste. Jeez, recording for about an hour and 10 minutes. An active bomb. We'll let that explode. Let's go down. Unless I already went down. Ah, Judgment. First time this video. Haven't seen you in a while. And I'll just walk over the spikes to get to you. So this guy was basically like a hobo, and he gives you an item after some money. Most likely. 9-volt. We'll take it. Completely worthless, but we'll take it. Let's see what's in the arcade. Maybe something good. Let's try not to get any trinkets. We don't want any trinkets. Trinket. Are you kidding me? I hate you. I hate this machine. I like when it gives tarot cards better. I already have a trinket. I don't need another one. And I actually have one of my favorite trinkets. I don't need your trinkets. Okay, that's better. Tarot card. Let's see what it is. The moon teleports us. Don't need that. We might actually just end up blowing everything up here. Yeah, we're blowing everything up. That settles it. This guy's being a piece of shit. This thing's being a piece of shit. Everything's just being a piece of shit, so we're gonna blow it all up. Get a bomb out of it. Paid for itself. Get a heart out of it. So we're back to full health. No worries then. Wish I would come across another Judgment, because it guarantees an item with how much money I have. Bunch of flies that can't do anything. If I took damage on that room, that would be absolutely embarrassing. Another trinket we don't need that increases our damage. Kill the laser guys first. Don't like the laser guys as much. Again, I'm sorry that it's kind of laggy, simply because I'm recording and we're on higher levels where for some reason it tries to process a bunch at once. That's okay though. Half art we can't use yet. We might be able to use it later. Let's go to the top. Again, we want to find the boss as fast as we can. We're not going very fast right now. It's been a few minutes and we've been on this floor. Ah, how's it going? We'll definitely poison you. This is another boss, except for since we're on the higher levels, he's a semi-boss rather than a boss. On the higher levels, the usual enemies become bosses rather than just enemies you've seen in the lower levels. Just to make it more difficult, harder for you to get through, obviously. Doing much better this run through than I was the last one, which is good. I only made it to like the 3rd level within the last one, and this one I'm almost on the almost to the last level. Gotta get that eye laser out of the way. He has to go. Alright, he went. I don't know why that one teleported there, other than shooting there. So we got a soul heart, or an angel heart, I don't know. We got one, and as long as we don't take damage, we're gonna keep it and move on to the next floor with another additional heart, which would be really nice. Really, really nice. Let's go ahead and poison all that. Ah, that room went really, really well. If we could get a spirit heart, another temporary heart. Oh, there we are. I'm not going to get that pill because I don't want to lose this soul heart. I want to try to take as little damage as possible. We're going to go ahead and poison that eye laser, and then try to kill this one, because the poison might take out the other one. Alright, we're good. Go ahead and place a bomb. His bombs work rather decently on this boss. This is one of the last bosses of the game. This boss is, It Lives. It's a major boss. Let's see if we can make it to, make it past this boss and go to the cathedral without taking a hit. Cathedral would be the next place. You can actually drop down and go into hell, which is basically like, it's basically Sheol, that's what it is, but it's basically hell. You fight Satan instead. If you go to the cathedral, it's more like heaven, and all of the enemies are based off of angel stuff. In Sheol, everything's based off of like hell and stuff like that, but that's okay. I don't know. I usually go to the cathedral instead of going to Sheol, mostly because Sheol, Satan is a harder boss, I think. That's just my personal opinion, though. Ooh, that went well. Place another bomb here. Let's see. And once you get this, It Lives boss to like 20% health or something like that, it becomes a little bit easier because it'll only spawn one type of enemy. It's just the flies that shoot lasers when they die. And they'll chase you down, not a problem, but the It Lives boss will just shoot bombs in every direction. And the bombs lay down a creep, which isn't a problem, actually. Especially if you can fly. It's really easy to avoid because they don't target you. Had to burp there. And they don't fire very frequently either. This boss is rather easy. His name is the Duke of Flies. He just summons flies, and then once a bunch of flies are around, he spits them towards you. And once he dies, he explodes into a bunch of flies, as you can see. Not too difficult, though. I think he used to be one of the more difficult bosses, but for me, he never really was. Okay, so this is Chub that It Lives spawned. We gotta... This is taking a while, that's for sure. This is definitely a long fight. Like it usually is. I mean, there are ways to shorten it. I don't have those ways right now, though. The only problem I have is that I'm not doing a lot of damage, so it's gonna take a million fucking years to do every single fight, every boss fight at least. And the fact that boss fights in the next levels are like every single room practically. If I make it that far, which seems like I might, then yeah, it's gonna take a long time. Give it another 20 minutes before this video ends, most likely. Which I'm okay with. Ugh, why'd she have to summon knights? Why? I hate these things. They're much more annoying than fighting the bosses. I'd rather fight the bosses than fight these things. Don't take a hit. Don't take a hit. Nope. Ah. So close. Okay, there's one more. And then we're finally good. Come down and face your doom. She's almost to the point where she's gonna start spawning bombs and spawning those other flies. Not quite, but almost. I just wish I had a little bit more damage to make this fight easier. Another Duke of Flies. Why'd you gotta do me? Why do you have to do me like this? It Lives. Why? I don't need to kill these things. Yeah, this fight can take a long time. That's the only problem with it. I'm out of bombs now, so can't really do much about that. But I definitely would be using the bombs to deal more damage to It Lives. Take out these enemies faster, and it'd cut down this room by like 4 minutes most likely if I had it. Oh, now she's at the point where she's gonna start spitting bombs out that are explosive. So we gotta try to watch out. Try not to take any hits. Walk on the creep. Stuff like that. Oh, almost walked right into that one. The nice thing is she can actually hit her own summons with it. She can actually summon those ooze guys too. I completely forgot. I don't see them as a problem at all. I don't see most of the enemies she summons at this point a problem. Pretty much this is a win now. There's no way I can take how many hearts do I have? 9 more hearts of damage? I don't think that's theoretically even possible for me. Unless I didn't shoot it all. But I don't know, this point is really easy. She won't summon any enemies as long as the other enemies are still alive. So as long as that one guy was just, that one grandfather fly was just sitting there, it's pretty much just pound and let the fly just sit back and not do anything. Once you kill It Lives though, the enemies... we took a damage. That's okay though. Once you kill it lives, the enemies disappear. So we're not going to get our extra heart container, but that's okay. We're going to take more damage here, but that's fine. We should get most of it back anyway. So since we beat Mom's Heart, or It Lives, or whatever it is, this room right here, this demon room, would actually take us down to Sheol, but it wouldn't if it wasn't It Lives. If it was a different boss, it would actually give us an item that we could potentially get by sacrificing our hearts, which is sometimes okay with me. It usually seals the game most of the time. Like, if I get flying, I usually will just beat the shit out of this game. I don't know why, but I am really decent with flying. I think you can jump on itself. Ha! That's hilarious! I didn't know that. This is one of the bosses in the game that you can fight early on. So laggy. Oh, man. And apparently, if you get two of them in the same room, they can jump on each other and deal damage. That's so funny. Makes it so much easier for me. This room shouldn't be too much of a problem, because these flies can do themselves. And they opened up that, tinted rock for me. Gave me 2 spirit hearts. Let's keep moving this way. Nothing over here. Don't want to fight Sloth, but I have to. No bombs, so... Unfortunately, we can use the bean and hit both of them. I don't think they can get poisoned, though, since they're Sloth. No, they can. They're just already green, so it looks like they can get poisoned. I could probably use some water. Been talking for an hour and 20 minutes non-stop. In the same video, too. Looks like I might actually get to the chest now, though. As long as I don't take a lot of stupid damage. As Northern Lion would say. Another reference to him. That's actually one of the reasons why I'm actually doing this video. I've been watching a lot of The Binding of Isaac on Northern Lion's YouTube channel. You should check him out. It's just Northern Lion. You can just YouTube search it and find it, no problem. It's all one word. Really good YouTube Let's Player. Usually Let's Plays roguelike games and indie games and stuff like that. Oh, hello. Telepills. We're taking this over the bean. I would use the telepills, but I have the 2 of hearts, and I would much rather have the 2 of hearts than have telepills right now. I don't want to be teleported to the boss room and then have to move on with, let's show you what Bozron Head does here. Have to move on without doing, using my 2 of hearts to potentially keep my ass alive. Another chest. So, what Bob's Rotten Head, that's the item we just picked up, that's the spacebar item. It uses, like a bomb combined with poison. You throw the bomb, and it'll explode, and you can blow up rocks and other stuff like that. Ooh, bad. One of the worst enemies to get right now. I hate Super Greed. This is one of the 7 deadly sins, but he's a super mode, so that means he's stronger. I don't know what I took damage from there. I didn't even see myself take damage. He's gonna take a long time to defeat, because he just will. Oh, I see what I took damage from. I didn't even see those skull heads. Yeah, I'm not liking this room at all. When Super Greed hits us, he'll steal our money. Again. He can summon different things this time as well. He doesn't just summon hoppers, sometimes he summons spiders. I think he could summon, like, a variety of enemies. But I could be wrong. I rarely fight this guy. I hate fighting this guy. He has a lot of vitality. This could be a while. We should get this greed down any second now, though. Come on. Oh, it's a good thing I have that pretty fly and that cube of meat. Okay, and now this is just regular greed. We don't have to worry too much. Regular greed isn't too much a problem. He can only shoot 3 shots instead of 4, and instead of summoning a billion fucking things. I think Super Greed Ultra can summon Leapers, which is bad, because then it just fills the room with bullets and fills the room with enemies that can just jump right on top of you. Fills the room with you trying to avoid and getting hit, especially because if there's these two skull things in the center, this is just a hard-ass room. It was almost impossible. It's almost impossible for me to just not take damage there at least once. And I think I took damage twice. We're gonna go back and pick up these hearts that dropped, so we can get back to full health. We want to try to hold on to our 2 of hearts as long as we can. Oh wow, a lot of lag there. Really, it lagged so hard that I couldn't even move, and I ended up being dragged straight up into the corner. We're gonna place a bomb here, try to get that tinted rug, and potentially get the slot machine as well, so we can play it. Because if we can play the slot machine, since with our 99 cents, well, that's fine with me. Maybe we can get some more bombs out of it. Come in handy. You never know. Oh well, don't need that, but I'm fine with it. Just keep playing this a little bit. If it keeps giving me money, I'll just explode it with the bomb it gave me. Heart that I don't need, might need later. Should I go down or should I go up? I'm not sure. What do you think? Another bomb. Yep, we're exploding. I am going to go telepills. Don't need those. I'm gonna go down. Pestilence. I think. Yeah, pestilence. He's one of the 4 horsemen. We're not gonna get a cube of meat out of him though, because he's not a boss, so he doesn't drop an item. Ugh, stop spawning things. I would much rather you have just shoot those things around, those explosives, and me avoid them, than have to dodge bullets while simultaneously dodging the enemy themselves. I just wish the creep could also damage the enemies that he spawned, because that'd be kind of funny. Okay, now you can only spawn flies and the explosive. Thought I would get hit there, but I didn't. So that's good. Let's see if maybe we can walk into Maggot here. I really hope the boss is to the left, because I don't want to have to backtrack through any of this. I hate backtracking right now. Just right now, not any other time in the game. Nah, actually most of the time. Backtracking kind of sucks. But sometimes you have to. Doesn't matter. There goes Pestilence. Didn't get anything out of that. The boss isn't over here. And these are some of my least favorite enemies, so we're going to try to get out of here as fast as we possibly can. So those are like the leeches, except for they have a fly that's immune to damage that floats around them. And that fly is pretty much like a pretty fly for them. It'll protect them from some of my projectiles. And they also explode, which is really bad. If they get too close to you, you might accidentally kill yourself practically. Oh my. Another pestilence? Not again. Really, bro? Making me have to use my Bob's Rotten hit up? Just to make you go faster? I don't even think it works on pestilence. Avoid that shot there. I would use my bomb on him, and I would use my bomb on the door, but I don't have enough bombs. I don't want to save them, just in case. Might need them later. Who knows? This could be like a 2-hour-long video. That would be insane. 2-hour-long Binding of Isaac, stuck in the same floor for like 3 hours. I don't know. Even though the video is only 2 hours, you'd be stuck on the floor for 3 hours. It'd be a time lapse type of thing. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't you shoot at me, I'll shoot at you. I don't even know why you guys are shooting at me. I thought I was your friend. Let's get this maggot cleared up really quick. We gotta get rid of Pestilence now. You can fight Conquest. He's one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. There's War. Who else have we seen? Pestilence, Famine, War, Conquest, and then there is Death. He's technically not one of the 4 horsemen, but still. Okay, these are really bad. These are angel fetuses. They shoot 3 shots. They're not like the ones that shoot 1 shot. They're the ones that shoot 3 shots. And they still teleport. Really bad, especially because we have so many. And they have a champion one that's helping them out. I don't know if he's too much of a problem or not. But the faster we can kill these things, the better. I just wish it was not lagging so much. This would make this video like 30 minutes shorter, probably. That's okay though. I don't even know why. It never does this. It never does it this bad, at least. Even if I record. No, we get that champion. Or we can get this other one. Let's shoot. Shoot, and not know what we're shooting at. Try that. Yeah, it seems to work. Except where we take damage. Get another half heart out of it. I don't think I need any more hearts right now. Especially if the boss is like right here, which he isn't. How's it going? So, this is Famine, and I am definitely just gonna skip this room, because I do think the boss is over here. If not, well, son of a bitch, right? Okay, so the boss is over here. I wasn't wrong, then I'm okay with this. He was the one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. We're gonna fight more angel fetuses here. Just walk into that damage. Still have my 2 hearts though. Don't have to worry too much about taking a lot of damage. Come on! One of them died. The only problem I have with them teleporting is I don't know which one I was attacking before. So I don't know which one has less health than the other ones, and which one's at full health. So I don't know when they're gonna die. Okay, 2 more. Let's walk into that. Alright, just use our 2 of hearts here. Get mostly full health. And we have our Bob's Rotten Head, so we'll go ahead and use that on the boss, who is Isaac. He's actually ourselves, pretty much. And we'll go ahead and take some damage. I'll use a bomb on him, why not? He has a lot of health, so... in his first phase, every time we shoot, he's going to shoot back at us, and he also, every once in a while, will shoot just by himself. Running out of my voice there. This is why I really need water. He'll shoot in a circle randomly. He'll also just shoot, you know, towards us. Shouldn't be too much of a problem to avoid. Second phase is, I think, the worst. Once we get to the 3rd phase, it's pretty much a win, I think. Really could afford to not take any more damage, though. If I'm going to make it to the chest, that would be fun. If I could just stay alive, please. Thank you. Almost to his 3rd phase. When we get to our 2nd phase, when we get him to 66% health. Yep, okay, so he's gonna have that light down now. He's gonna shoot homing shots at us and still shoot at us when we shoot. The homing shots aren't too hard to avoid. They only home slightly. They don't home 100%. So they're not hard to avoid. I think this phase might be actually a little easier than the first one. The 3rd phase is the one that sucks. That's the phase that sucks. Because he actually summons the angel fetuses. You can get up to like 6 of them in the room. He'll still shoot homing shots, and he shoots down these beams of light that you can't avoid if they just spawn on top of you. If they spawn on top of you, you are going to take damage. You can't see them coming. Taking a while, aren't you, Isaac? Okay, so he's almost at 50%. About 50% now. 49, 48, 47. Takes like 100 bullets, doesn't it? Maybe we're dealing like 0.5% of damage every time we hit him. That's really bad. I wish we were doing like, 5% of his health every time we hit him. That'd be pretty cool, right? He he should be going into his third phase. Taking more damage, that's really good. Should be going into his third phase pretty soon here. Really soon, actually. Any second now. If I can hit him. Third phase is gonna be a bitch, and I might actually die after that. Yep, okay, so these fetuses are the problem. He still shoots homing shots, shoots more homing shots than normal. So if we're not paying attention, we're gonna get hit by him. Oh man, so many fetuses, so many. Oh man, and those are the beams of light that are hard to avoid. If he shoots down only a few at once, but still. Oh my god, Isaac. Please stop summoning fucking fetuses. Please. I can't take on so many at one time. Oh, almost got hit by a beam there. If I would have had a damage up, I probably would be surviving more. Walked right into that one. Just fucking spawned on me. Yeah, see, that's why it's hard to avoid. You can't really avoid it if it spawns on you like that. If I would have got another damage up or something, like another 2 damage ups, I would be doing a lot better. Simply because he would be dropping so much faster, and it's much easier to live when that happens. Yeah, we're gonna die right there. Right here. Any second now, we're gonna die. I know it. 1 heart is not enough. Simply because we're not doing enough damage. Yep, there it is. Didn't even see that bullet. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. We didn't make it to the last level, but that's okay. I made it far enough. I feel relatively good about that run. Thanks for watching. This has been the Aurorius, and I'll see you later.